Well, we got a new pope. Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Pope.
Not a big organized religious guy, but man, that was kind of exciting to watch. Did anyone else watch it all go down when the white smoke appeared?
Did not.
Man, you missed something that only happens every once in a while.
I'll catch the next one.
Yeah.
That could be another 8 years.
What?
You know what'll happen again soon? The guy's 76 years old.
76 years old.
And what's he got, one lung?
It's really?
Yeah. That's what I heard.
One lung.
Yep. Yeah, one lung.
The Pope has one lung.
Yeah.
Why does he have the one lung?
Something must have happened to it, man.
If he's doing God's work, why did God go, you know what? It's not good enough you're doing God's work. I got to take one of your lungs.
The word of God. As a teen, he had
as a teen this happened.
lung removed.
Wow. It was an infection. So you can live with one lung. That's pretty good to know.
Damn.
76, and he's got the one lung, and he looked all right.
That's like being on a 767, though, and having one engine go down.
Yeah,
kind of like, we can fly, but...
That's why I'm hoping no one in my family ever needs a kidney.
You don't want to smoke.
I don't want to walk around with the one kidney. That's scary.
No.
And someone punches you on that side, and then that kidney's all fucked up.
What?
And you go, well, fuck, man, I had the other kidney.
It was fine and dandy.
I would have went right to the other kidney. Now I can't.
I'm not a spare parts store.
No, I don't want to be. I don't want to be a spare parts guy.
Hey, Sam Roberts.
Morning, Sam Roberts.
Morning, everybody.
Oh boy. Little late to the party here, aren't you?
You got stuff.
But he's got stuff.
So no one saw the Pope shit. That stuff was cool as fuck.
Was it in
yesterday.
the woods?
Oh, you got the Pope being announced. Great.
Oh, that's good. A lot of pomp and circumstance, as they call it. A lot of fanfare, a lot of, what's the other word? I could do this all day. Celebration,
Sure.
A lot of
people bearing witness.
Bearing witness.
I like that one. A lot of people were bearing witness to what was going on
That's
at
good.
the Vatican.
Like that.
So the white smoke appears, and then everyone's like, holy fuck, there's going to be an announcement.
Can't believe it.
And then they just start pouring in.
I don't believe it.
They start pouring in to get a good spot.
Yes, into St. Peter's Square.
St. Peter's Square, of course. Did you see how far that window was away from the action?
Which window?
Did you even see any of the footage after the fact?
That he peeked out of?
Yeah. You think people are right below, but they're just not. They keep them way the fuck back.
Oh, they're like way the fuck back? Really?
Yeah,
I thought they were right there, too.
Then from that point, it goes way the fuck back even further.
Oh.
So I don't know why you would pour into St. Peter's Square to get a glimpse of this when you can barely see anything.
Yeah, to be part of it.
Maybe just to feel the energy?
Yeah. Well, that's 1979.
Well, when John Paul. He really looked like a pope, didn't he?
Very popely.
That guy was like a rock star as far as popes go.
He was a young, vibrant pope when he was elected pope.
Yeah. And then the new guy stepped out onto that balcony, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, they go wild.
Yeah, they went wild.
Like Elvis.
Yeah, man. No one else saw this.
I don't... what time did it happen, first of all?
Well, it happened around, I'm trying to think, somewhere, I don't know, it took a while, somewhere around 3 in the afternoon, I guess, more or less.
3 in the afternoon. I think I was nursing a little glass of wine and playing some SimCity. So I didn't see the popedom.
You gotta add a pope to your SimCity game.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he looks kind of popish.
He looks, I told you before the show, he looks kind of like a movie pope.
Movie pope.
Like, you know,
Central casting pope.
Yeah, when you see those movies and they have to have a pope in there and it's, they just kind of throw a guy in there. Mm-hmm. He kind of had that look to him.
Yeah.
Nothing really special, but, I mean, he's an interesting choice, though. If you're not going to go young pope, you go with a pope like this who's kind of downplaying the whole fucking pope thing.
This goes with what we were saying about the age of the Pope. You obviously want a guy that, because he's in there supposedly for life,
right.
Unlike the last fucking slacker that quit.
Sure.
But it's like, you want a Pope that's not going to be in there too long. You can't give a guy that much power for that length of time.
But it's like the life of a bunny rabbit or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What in his little hutch in the yard?
Yeah, what could he do? Maybe 10 years?
Exactly. That's just it.
They just want someone in there for a little while.
Little while. Just, they don't want a guy that's going to be in there 30 fucking years because the amount of power, influence, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. You get him that long in there, and he's going to start pulling shenanigans.
Well, how about they pay attention to America and do the president thing?
Term limits on
You
Pope?
give them the 4 years, and if they do good, you give them another 4. But after that, you got to go. 8 years would be plenty for any Pope.
It seems to have worked all right, though, with this whole, you're in there till you drop.
Well, if you get the guys in their 70s, of course.
Yeah.
The average man only lives to about 6.
Yeah.
So he's already on borrowed time with one lung as the Pope.
One-lunged Pope.
But this guy, very interesting. He lives in a little apartment. No more, by the way.
Yeah,
And
that whole thing is fucking bizarre.
I guess he kind of downplays the whole thing. He refuses a lot of help, so he lives in a tiny little apartment. They said he cooks his own food, so he doesn't have really people kind of taking care of him as much.
Yeah.
And then, as a cardinal, he fucking rode the bus to work every day.
Yeah.
So the people that he was in charge of got to kind of talk to him on the bus every morning.
Oh, he must have loved that. I bet he felt like Nicolas Cage with Jimmy next to him. Like, there are many impoverished people that need... Oh, boy. Huh?
Your Holiness, huh?
Yeah. There is a problem in the village. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I find completely fascinating, though, he came to the Vatican City, as just another one of these cardinal schmucks.
Yep.
All right, we all got to get together and vote for the Pope there.
Packed a little carry-on bag with him.
He's got a return flight to Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I got to go there for a little bit. I'll be back, everyone.
Sure.
And then they pick him, who, by the way, he was the runner-up to the other guy that is now retired.
Yeah.
He came in second last time around. And he could never go home again. He can't now go, wow, that's cool they elected me Pope, but I got to clean up some shit in Buenos Aires.
He can't ever go to his nice little apartment.
I don't think so. I don't think they ever get a chance to go back home.
What if he has stuff there he needs?
I
Someone
think
will get it.
I think they just have people for that. But the life he knows is completely gone. And now he probably writes a list like, well, could you at least feed my stupid cat or bring my cat here?
Get my watch. Bedside table on the kangaroo. Can't go to his apartment.
He came in second, by the way, for the last
That's
election.
I just said that. Yeah. But his whole life completely changes in a blink of an eye like that.
Wow.
And he can never really go back. I mean, I'm sure he'll visit as the Pope.
Yeah, but he'll never live in his little place. Like from one day to the next, you go from, all right, that's kind of cool, that's it, and then you're the Pope.
Does anyone know how this actually works? But I assume he just doesn't go back to clean up.
No, he can't. He's the Pope. What's he going to do?
They guard these guys, and
he's now the guy that needs to be in the Pope mobile. He doesn't fucking just walk around. Right. He doesn't take the bus. His whole life of his that he's known ends right there,
just like that.
And his whole life is replaced by being this Pope.
He looked really nervous on that balcony.
Did he? Was he nervous, Pope?
Yeah, because he's like, what the hell? I came here as this one thing, and now I'm the main guy.
He's like the landlord in Coming to America when they're like, we need this shitty apartment. Do you want our apartment? And when they put the landlord downstairs in the fucking luxurious apartment, that's what it's like.
That is, yeah.
One day you're here, and the next day
you're
pretty amazing.
Big fucking man on campus.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. You could just feel the energy through the TV. It was just, I don't know, something you just don't get to see a lot.
Where were you watching that, Opie?
Well, I do have other TVs.
So you weren't watching in the living room?
No. Well, I was.
Oh man.
I was watching it on one of my smaller TVs.
Oh, boy.
I had to go with the 50-inch. Sucks.
Oh boy.
Fucking 50-inch.
How do you see that?
Sucks.
Do you have a magnifying glass?
Yeah, pretty much.
50-inch. Jeez. Take a vow of poverty or something? What the fuck?
Then of course my kid has to go. This isn't my program.
He doesn't want to watch the Pope.
This isn't my show.
This isn't my show.
He goes, this is Daddy's show. And I'm like, oh.
Daddy's show. In other words, this sucks. Because kids love fucking, they don't like pomp and circumstance.
I do have the greatest idea that can make me a very rich man. I want to go on Shark Tank.
Lil Pope?
Nope. I want to go on Shark Tank, Sam.
Okay.
You're friends with Mr. Wonderful. Get me on there.
I can get you.
I want some kind of app that you can put on TV that turns everything into animation.
Into cartoon.
And then you could still watch your shows and kids would watch along with you.
That's fucking brilliant.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
It turns everything into animation, like cartoon looking.
They actually have
so
an app
kids
for
are
that.
like, oh.
They have one already. It's called Ritalin.
I am not even joking. How do we get this
hilarious.
Because anything that has any type of cartoon look to it or a little animation, he's done. He's all right.
They get hypnotized by that shit.
Like, I get to watch the old Flintstones and things like that. I trick him. I was watching Tom and Jerry yesterday.
It's ancient.
But
he loves it, right?
Yeah, because it's animated shit.
Cartoons.
Anything animated does very well with the kids.
Boy, did I love a good cartoon. Man, was I a cartoon junkie as a kid.
Yeah.
Loved it.
All day long, right?
Oh, Saturday morning, I'd ask my mommy, because I was so stupid as a kid, I didn't even know it was Saturday. And I'd be like, is it today Good Cartoons Day? I called Saturday Good Cartoons Day because there was cartoons from the morning until the afternoon.
But I think we were watching cartoons I think we were pushing teenagers as our generation easily. Still watching
cartoons well into my 30s.
Right. But I mean, in general.
Like crazy.
We never really gave up on cartoons when we were growing up.
No.
But anyway, you noticed that none of us have attempted the new Pope's name like Mike Francesa did.
Oh, he gave it a whirl. I saw the tweet, didn't click it.
I got the audio. It's pretty funny.
Mike Francesa, I guess, announcing the big... he was live on the air when it happened?
Yeah, actually, we got to first start with the Fox report here. Did you guys get the clip? I should have asked you. I think it was Fox. They couldn't figure out if it was white smoke or black smoke.
Yeah, that's right, Paul.
Oh, you did
it is a little vague.
Oh, it's pretty funny.
Dude, what's with that smoke, though? It does kind of... Sometimes the black smoke looks white.
You got to relax a little bit. When it's white smoke, you could tell it's completely white smoke.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's an obvious difference. Absolutely.
Why don't they just put a flag up? It's a little easier to see.
How about they fucking
2013 use a light?
How about we all just stare at our phones all day? Yeah, exactly, Jimmy.
Yeah,
just
send a tweet.
Tweet. Enough already, making everyone wait.
And it was dark out, so they put lights on the smoke, and it probably makes even black smoke look a little white.
No, that is some white smoke right there, my
white
friend.
Smoke.
Yeah. So here's how Fox reported it.
And before I let you go, we have smoke. It appears gray.
Gray.
It's whitish.
Iraq.
Will we hear the bells ring immediately, Father?
I anticipate, based on what we saw earlier, that is definitely not black smoke. Look for Cardinal Angelo Scola to come out on that balcony.
Father, the smoke is white, and it appears we have a new pope as the crowds go wild.
Getting goosebumps.
In St. Peter's Square in celebration. It is rather unambiguously white. One hesitates to say because you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but you can see the square, the folks in the square feel the same as we do.
They won't commit to the color of smoke, but they fucking put false information about everything else out there. Jumping the gun.
My opinion is that is clearly white smoke compared to the type of dark smoke that we saw yesterday afternoon as well as this morning. So I anticipate we're going to hear those words, Annuncio Vobis Gaudium Magnum, Habemus Papam, in the matter of about 45 minutes.
The hell did he just say?
That was something from The Exorcist, I think.
Pom-poms?
The fuck? Did a little Exorcist for everybody.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, a pope.
You know, and you hear the excitement, and you watch the excitement, and you realize that whole kid touching thing really hasn't really messed up the religion that much.
Nah, they still love them. It's great.
They still are all in.
Fantastical.
Latin America, they haven't been hit as hard with this as everywhere else either. I think that's why they got a Latin American pope.
You think, though?
Yeah.
You don't think Latin America was hit with that shit?
No, but it hasn't come out like... They're not as anti-church as it's become here. They said that they're like in the 1960s as far as where they're at with the church.
Right.
Where I think some stuff has started, but it's not where it is like here or in Boston.
The church is all about taking care of the Hispanics. There are so many Hispanics that are all in.
Catholics.
Catholic. Yeah, because Latin America, there's 501... I learned a lot yesterday. Oh. Let me share a little bit. 501 million Catholics down there. By far the most.
Yeah.
Out of anywhere else.
The Spanish people, very Catholic people.
Europe?
Yeah.
Comes in, I think, second at 85 million. There's a massive drop-off right there. So a lot of people are surprised they didn't do a Latin American pope before now.
Sooner?
Yeah. Because there's always been just a ridiculous amount of Catholics.
It's the pesky New World thing.
America?
Yeah.
30 million.
That's it, huh?
Catholics.
30 million Catholics?
And a third of those... Hispanic.
Whoa.
Yeah, so 10 million out of our 30 million are Hispanics.
That's crazy.
So this is a great choice for everybody. Pope Francis. Right?
Francis.
All right. I wanted to do the line from Stripes. I was trying to work that into a tweet.
It's like fucking, yeah.
Lighten up, Francis.
Call me the Pope.
Right.
Call me Francis, and I'll kill you.
Right.
Lighten up, Francis.
Right.
Any of you homos.
Homos, call me
Which
Francis.
is all of you.
You know what?
Cardinal Cruiser. That guy, they call me the Cruiser. Dude,
And then the best was John Candy. They should have called him the Dork. Such a great comeback.
Oh, yeah.
One of those movies, man. The first half was amazing.
Yeah.
And then the second half was just weird.
Got a little stupid.
They had to get the broads involved and all that.
Yeah.
Except my candy going for the movie.
Except for the scene where they're mud wrestling and fucking John Larroquette. That's my favorite moment in the movie. Where fucking Ox is all covered in mud. It's, well, we're on our way to bingo parlor. Shut up. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I gotta watch Stripes. I think that one holds up.
The beginning, like you said.
Probably the beginning.
And then once they get in that RV thing and start doing that, it gets a little weird. But the whole thing of boot camp and all that shit is just great.
John Candy's funny, though, when they're over in Europe and all the guns. Come on, boys, hand them up.
Yeah. Come on, hand them up. Here you go.
So Mike Francesa was on the air. We can't get enough of this guy. Everyone else is starting to enjoy Mike Francesa.
Did he doze off during the smoke?
We've known about him for years, obviously, and I don't know, man. His clips go viral very easily.
Oh, people love him.
He just kind of he kind of just wings it every day, and he kind of got caught with this one.
He did.
I think so. People are enjoying this clip.
I love it.
Mike interrupts a caller to wrongly name the new pope. Not an easy name to say, in all fairness.
Well, that's why you say now Pope Francis. It's easy.
Hey, just go Pope Francis.
I don't understand. He's always eating it. Whenever they do an interview after the game, they bring him in the post.
The Pope,
he always takes the blame.
The Pope is that the Pope? Scola is the Pope, huh? So the Italian is the Pope. So the favorite is the Pope. It was the lead Italian who is the next Pope. Is that it? Was that the they just flashed Scola up there? Is that him?
No, it's not Scola.
Oh,
Scola.
Mike.
Learned a little bit about that, too. He was the odds-on favorite going into the whole thing.
Was he?
Yeah, the Scola guy. But it wasn't Scola.
No.
Is that it? Was that they just flashed Scola up there? Is that him? Well, they just put Scola up there. They announcing he's the
right?
Pope? They just put his picture up. Scola, he was considered the favorite. He was the lead Italian. Was that just a picture of him that went up by accident? Or was that, I don't have the sound on. Was that a picture? Was that him? But they just put a picture of him up on,
Holy shit.
On MSNBC. They just put a picture of Scola up.
He's infuriating.
Were they announcing that he's the Pope or not?
Is he so pompous?
Or were they just announcing that he's the favorite? Okay, so you guys are watching CBS. We'll see what happens there. All right. Because they put up...
Who'd they put up?
They showed Scola, a slide of Scola now. He's been the favorite all along.
Has he?
But I don't know if they showed a slide. Maybe that was by accident. Or maybe they're discussing that he's the favorite.
Holy shit.
He fucking
No one else has put anything up yet, so maybe he's not.
They pay him so much fucking money.
You hear him just rambling on?
What a bore.
Scola, was that Scola? They put his picture up. He's the favorite Italian. He's the one? Is he the Pope? Scola? Did Scola? They picked Scola. They put his picture up. Was that a mistake? Because he's the Italian. He was the Italian card, the favorite. Scola? Did they put Scola? Oh, my God.
Enough about Scola.
Right.
That's what happens when you have a team and all of a sudden it's one guy. He's been used to talking to somebody else for so many years, so he's just doing both parts now.
Oh, he's fucking...
So then
sure.
Mike delivers a riveting, edge-of-your-seat papal announcement here.
Ooh.
All right?
Can't wait.
Here's the official announcement from our pal Mike Francesa.
Who is this man? This is the senior cardinal? Okay. So he'll announce the name of the new pope. Tell me what it is. News of great joy. We have a pope. The pope's name is Cardinal. Do we get it first as Cardinal, or we get his name as a pope now?
What? Whoa.
Boy, look how many people are there. My God.
The play-by-play is fantastic.
Did you say who it was, guys? I don't see anything printed on the screen. I don't have the sound on, folks. I can't tell you what it says. Oh, these guys couldn't understand what he was saying inside.
Sam, as an up-and-coming broadcaster, how mad are you? Because I remember these days where I go, I just know in my fucking soul I'm better than some of these guys that are, you know, way bigger.
It's one thing to have moments of silence and be natural. And
he does this every day.
But it's like chunks of time where there is no sound. And it's just, how could anybody be listening to it?
Because he don't give a fuck. He knows he's untouchable. He knows CBS loves him because they're all about sports talk right now. So he's like, fuck, I got this gig.
You have 10 seconds of dead air broken up with a deep breath 5 seconds in, and that's it.
And then erroneous information.
Oh, it gets better.
I assume, wait a minute, Scola is now the shortstop for the Cardinals? Wait, what?
And he's doing nothing that's... He doesn't have to be funny, but he should be at least engaging. There's nothing funny or engaging or any different than any other schlub.
Why are you bringing rock into this? See, I thought
he's just lousy. He's lousy, and he's on because
he's lazy.
You can leave it on.
He's lazy.
You can just leave it on
because that's the hot format right now. So you know
he knows sports, but he's just a bore.
And he's been around for so long, people just tune in as a habit.
But who enjoys that guy? Who enjoys his opinions or his voice? Okay.
I love when they prank him. I know you're out there, man. Keep it going. I haven't heard one in a while. What's wrong with you guys?
He knows that just his voice, people would just listen because they're used to hearing his voice.
Right.
So he literally does no work at all.
Right.
I was at a post office one time listening to him while I was doing something. I'm like, that's why he makes the money, because you can leave him on everywhere. Guys can listen to him because he's talking about something that they want to hear, and he's never going to get you in any trouble.
Yeah, but you could get another guy to do that. That's a little more engaging.
Oh, I totally
agree. With a little more energy.
You can get anybody to do that.
A little more passion. The guy has absolutely no passion for what he does.
Like, there could easily...
What? Yeah. Scola?
You could get a guy that doesn't get anybody in trouble, but a guy who, like, will make you stop and go, oh, what did he just say? Or,
wow, he's really into it.
That's interesting.
Let me listen to this. Yeah, exactly. That's interesting.
A little energy, something.
Oh, you got to hear this. Does anybody go, oh, you got to hear what Mike said today?
Nope.
So here's the rest of his announcement.
I don't have the sound on, folks. I can't tell you what it says. Oh, these guys couldn't understand what he was saying inside. So they didn't put up a graphic yet, so we don't have a graphic. The cardinal from, this is it, the archbishop, well, he's an archbishop, though.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this is it, cardinal, this is the Pope?
Who's the Pope?
From Buenos Aires, from Argentina, he's it?
He's it.
Is that it?
You're it.
So Cardinal Jorge Mario
Rivera.
Bergoglio? He's the new Pope? The cardinal from Argentina. Okay, so the cardinal from 76-year-old Pope. So they went for an older Pope. Okay, so Cardinal you guys will tell me when they say it inside how you say his name. And then we'll find out what his papal name. But basically the cardinal from Argentina. There might be two. I don't even know if there are two from Argentina. But
Holy
the cardinal from Argentina, the 76-year-old cardinal from Argentina.
The guy that announced the Hindenburg crash had it more together than fucking Mikey.
He's like a smoke of boring. It's like a smoldering odor.
Just hanging out in the room.
It just envelops you. Crushes you.
Oh, God.
He's so full of himself.
He's ridiculously full of himself.
He won't let his producers talk on the air because you can tell they're talking in his headphones.
Right.
And it's just, he would rather have silence than anybody else's voice on his show.
And I think that, well, who am I to say? Because he's still doing it, but that seems to be a mistake. If you got guys that might give you a little more energy and you could actually have a conversation with, I think that would sound better.
Like, imagine if that was a two-way conversation we just heard, instead of Mike seemingly talking to himself going, oh, no. I can't hear the TV.
Oh, God.
There's no graphic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was that? I thought he was an archbishop. He's a cardinal? Is he a cardinal? Or an archbishop? I think there's two. Are there two popes now? We're running with a two-pope. We got the pope and the reliever coming in. They're bringing in the relief pope.
Anyway, and then finally the new pope spoke.
Let us pray for the whole world, because let us have a big brotherhood.
Yeah,
I heard porque, I know that.
Let us pray in silence your prayer to me.
Maricón. Muerda.
There you go. There you go.
Smart move by the church. It's a smart one too.
¿Dónde está?
What, smart by the church for what reason?
So. Because in Latin America, they're not completely biased against the Pope.
Biblioteca.
And the religion. I think that's a smart move.
Interesting.
They did something different.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, of course, an old guy, of course. Another one that's there for fucking 8 years, 9 years. Nobody that can actually do anything.
No,
they don't want anybody who can do too much.
No.
You're never going to get a 60-year-old Pope.
But are there even 60-year-old cardinals? Probably late 60s.
I think so, yeah.
Like, what are the ages of some of these cardinals?
Dolan's a cardinal, isn't he?
He's got to be mid-60s by now, at least,
maybe.
no? I don't think anyone's younger than probably 65, I would guess.
There is one. The youngest cardinal is from India and is 53.
Wow.
But that's like a thing. Like, holy shit.
Indian cardinal, wow.
53.
That hat is zany.
It really is.
Wow. He's got like one of those big, you know how a lot of time in the Russian Orthodox churches have that big, like, oniony looking top on it? That's what it looks like.
No, it looks like a Hershey's Kiss.
Oh, he's wearing a Hershey's Kiss hat, yeah.
Giant Hershey's Kiss hat.
Yeah, there he is. New Pope. Finally, all this. I won't have to hear the word conclave anymore. Conclave.
And what, they take the chimney down now?
Take that chimney down. You know what I heard, though? Fucking $500,000 to take that chimney down.
Wow, that's
crazy. Yeah, it costs a lot of money.
People thought we were bullshitting yesterday.
No.
They're like, do you understand how much property and what kind of house you could build for $500,000?
Build an entire nice house.
Right.
Am I just taking a wall down?
If you didn't hear, we're most likely not getting the wall removed because it's going to cost $400,000 to $500,000. That was told to us, and we just sat there like, I'm not even going to acknowledge
I simply don't believe it. I simply don't believe it.
I don't either.
Because this wall being knocked down, it cost a few grand. And you don't have to redo all the ductwork. Anthony he knows that world.
If it's going to be our space, I would just say, fuck it. Who cares?
Of course.
Who gives a fuck?
It goes under like a renovation, not a fucking new installation. It's crazy.
Right.
There's no reason for that.
Bullshit.
No reason.
Yeah.
God almighty.
We'll just get a giant fan in here if we have to.
Ooh.
Exactly.
And
Big A.
I was going to say, fuck, beat me to it. I was setting up my own joke, and you beat me to it.
Damn.
Ooh, itchy.
All right.
That's all the Pope news we need, right?
I guess. I mean, what else is there, really?
I guess they're sending Biden in as the American delegation to watch him become the Pope or something. What do? They give him a little ceremony?
But isn't he the Pope right now?
He is the Pope right now, but then he's got to go through the whole thing.
The whole circus?
Yeah.
When does that go down?
Oh, no.
And when does he get to go back to his tiny apartment and get his shit?
He ain't going back there and getting his shit.
I'm obsessed with that.
Him and another cardinal loading a U-Haul.
Right.
Just like, all right, grab the couch. No, the other way. Turn it. Trying to fucking move like regular guys.
He can't even go to the bathroom by himself anymore, I don't think. I don't think they're even allowed to do that.
The Pope's penis. Eugh.
She was a big shot before that. Came in second last time, and he knew John Paul II. But man, he just went. Now billions of people know who he is.
That's it.
Nobody knew him before, other than like hardcore religious people.
Yeah, locally he was well known, obviously, and maybe a little bit here and there. But you're right. Now he's the guy that everyone's like, okay, you represent us, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Argentina, huh?
Buenos Aires.
Stand back, Buenos Aires. You all know just a little bit of star quality. Hey, Jesus, that's Jesus. That's pretty pretty good it's over. I was really getting a little tired of the whole thing every day.
It was definitely fun to watch as the anticipation grew and the energy grew there in St. Peter's Square.
Any other religion have any big things that get that kind of coverage?
Not really.
When they do some kind of big thing, I mean...
When they do the old switcheroo and get the new guy in there?
Maybe a Muslim fucking bombing. That gets a lot of coverage.
Not like this,
Those
though.
people, the jihads.
But every religion has their main guy, right?
So
why don't you got it?
I don't know. Like the Jews, who do the Jews got?
They have to have a main guy.
Rich Voss is their main guy?
We got other religions that listen to us. Who are your main guys? I want to know. Like, is there a Jewish main guy? There has to be.
Pope version, right.
You can't have everyone just willy-nilly trying to figure out the religious thing. You got to have one focus.
You need it. I think Jews have so many different factions of Judaism that each one, you get like the Hasidics got that one guy.
Well, who's the one guy?
He's the guy.
All right.
And
there's
then
no lead Muslim, I don't think.
What?
There's no lead Muslim. Like, there's not one. Because you have the imams and all these guys and the mullahs, but there's not one head Muslim that I know of.
You got to think they have to have one guy though, just for it all to kind of trickle down from.
What I'm reading is the Jews, their only one guy is God.
Wow.
Whoa, they go right to the top.
Yeah.
No middleman. Cut out the middleman.
No middle management for that.
No.
There's no Pope type.
We cut out the middleman and pass the savings on to you.
What about the Muslims? They don't have one guy.
Muslims, what do they got? Who do they got?
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden? Who's the guy?
They don't have one. I bet you they don't have one. The Muslims and Jews are smarter than the Catholics. They just
Catholics
go
figured
right
it
to
all
God.
out.
How silly.
Right.
Catholics figured it all out, how to get the most money from their flock.
Yeah.
You put a bunch of guys in charge that just go, hey, come on, cough up.
How do we put one big filter before God?
Right. Yeah. Because if you're the filter between people and God, you could pull a lot of shit, man.
Right.
You got a lot of juice, as they say.
Sure. Your Holiness?
Yeah.
You're calling the Pope Your Holiness.
Right.
And I hate when they call priests father.
Right.
He's supposed to address God as father.
He's the representative right there. Ugh. No one's calling. Who's your guy? I want to know.
There isn't central leadership, not since, there's no central leadership for Muslims either.
This is what, Muhammad, right? When he started all that.
And I saw
Ali?
Yeah. No.
Crazy.
Muhammad Ali's the leader of the Muslims?
Head of the Muslims.
Oh, fuck.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
That is.
Got to break him out at a sporting event.
Hindus?
That hasn't been done yet, huh?
Hindus, who you got Buddha, and then that fucking elephant with all the arms.
Yeah.
Right?
Vishnu.
What?
I think that's his
What about
name,
the Dalai Lama? Is he the head muckety-muck for somebody?
He's that Tibetan guy.
But who does he represent?
Tibetans.
That's it?
I think so.
God, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, why is he so famous? Who's
The Dalai Lama? Because he's like the guy that wants freedom for Tibet.
But I mean, how many people is he?
I think it's like up to 15,000.
Oh boy,
That's about it. Yeah.
I thought it was bigger.
Oh,
no, that's about it. I think on that one.
Just a little, kind of like a little.
Yeah,
Tibetan Buddhists. Yeah,
Tibetan Buddhists.
Tibetan Buddhists.
Not Buddhists.
No, Tibetan Buddhists.
What are they gambling on?
Because they're betting.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Whoa.
So the Pope is the only one.
Yeah, dude.
The only real leader.
All that money for the Vatican and all those robes and all that gold and all that, like,
nonsense.
it
The amount of
just
money they
seems
spend.
a little counterproductive to what, would be good.
They said this guy worked with poor people, and a lot of them, like,
People tend to live in clusters.
as an individual, they said this guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of-
he
a lot of
seems
these
like he seems like a good choice, I guess, if you're in that world.
Yeah.
I don't know who else was there. The Scola guy, who was the
Scola? Scola was there. Is he a cardinal?
Scola's got to be bummed out
ass.
today.
Yeah,
Everyone
swing and a
was-
miss for
Everyone
him.
was thinking he was going to be the guy. No
Yeah.
dice for Scola. He gets to use his return ticket.
That's it.
Now
Round
Pope
trip.
Francis, though, you rip that up, you ain't going back. Not going back
return.
anytime soon. Because now it has to be a big special trip that he has to do.
When he goes to Argentina,
Which he will.
he
but-
will. It's going to be like a fucking rock star
Right.
in a giant stadium with thousands upon thousands
Right.
of people. He's not going to trot back to his little apartment,
No.
put the key in the door,
No.
and
No, that's
pick
what
up
I'm
his
saying.
fucking get his cat. Yeah,
that's what I've been wrapping my head around. I think that is really fucking cool and really.
It's weird though.
Really overwhelming for the guy.
Like that.
It's like Voss after Last Comic Standing. He would come around and he'd be okay, and then all of a sudden a couple episodes airs and he couldn't go anywhere without being swarmed. You're the ironing guy.
Oh, that's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Voss today. He's all I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I miss him.
The Mormons have a prophet.
Joseph Smith?
Certain sects of the Jews have a head guy.
Yeah, I know certain sects
The grand
of
rabbi.
Jews.
Muslim used to have the caliph.
Who, Shlomo?
Caliph? How do you say that?
Caliphate, I was saying.
Caliphate, but that was
Kalama.
gone. They got rid of that in the 20s.
Kalama.
And the Ayatollah is leader of Iran, but Muslim leader. So all that shit's coming in right now. But it's not like the Pope.
What about Scientology?
Scientology has Tom Cruise.
They got St. Cruz.
And
St. Travolta.
Yep. They're fighting it out for the main spot, I guess.
For the main fucking muckety, the head muckety muck.
With Will Smith watching over those two.
Oh, shit.
Waiting for them to fuck up.
Is he a Scientologist?
I do believe he is.
Every
He's
successful guy in Hollywood.
A lot of them are, man.
He's another one of those biggies that does the Scientology thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Good for the Pope and the Catholics. All those priests and local guys that have been on the news for the past fucking week, 2 weeks, whatever it's been.
Oh my God, those guys are so low level guys.
Oh gosh,
they're extremely low level guys.
They always go to him. Well, last night we prayed that there would be a pope.
When you see a priest on TV just in the black with the cute little white collar, you're like, oh, God. You see what they're showing at the Vatican?
That's like the pawn on the chessboard.
That's like the first thing you get as a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
It's way better than that.
You're a fucking weeblo.
Yeah, you don't even get to wear a hat yet.
It's a weeblo of the church. Right. Yeah, you don't get a fucking hat. Yeah, they all are.
What's the first hat you get to wear? Because the priests I saw on TV, they're not at the hat stage. And what is the first hat leading up to the Pope hat?
Oh man,
there's something where all of a sudden you get to start wearing hats.
They wear the little almost like a yarmulke.
It's like a bigger version of a yarmulke.
Yeah, you ever see?
Yeah, but how high up in the organization do you have to go? Because all the churches I've been in my life, I've never seen a priest with one of those hats.
I'm reading here that the duty hat is the first hat that they're able to wear. Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus.
What's after priest? You have cardinals right before Pope.
Right.
Or whatever. What's
you got some bishops in there, some archbishops.
Archbishop.
Then you got, I don't know what's below that. What's the hierarchy, Sam? Let's go. What do you think?
Oh, man. I would say.
But when I'm obsessed.
Priest,
I want to know.
Monsignor?
Monsignor?
Is that when you get to start wearing the hats?
Bishop?
I don't know. Is it Monsignor and then Bishop and then Archbishop and then Cardinal?
It's like leveling up and fucking
Yes.
World of Warcraft.
And where do the Jesuits fit into this whole thing?
The Jesuits are a part of the Catholic Church. They commit themselves to the poor. They like helping the poor people. Yeah.
All right. What about the hats? I want to know about the hats.
So what kind of hat does the priest wear before he gets that big fucking cock hat like the Pope wears? That big unclipped cock hat.
Nice.
Hey, there's some smoke. Hey, go figure. I guess they picked the Pope. Oh!
Yeah.
Little boy sued.
Okay, we're looking up hats now. That's the Beretta?
Beretta, yeah.
Beretta, B-I-R-E.
Oh, that's that square looking. It looks like Chinese takeout box with a pom-pom on top.
It really does. Very good.
Yeah.
To keep the lo mein all nice and fresh.
Yes.
But then that damn box gets soggy if you don't eat right away. Who gets to wear the Beretta, Sam Roberts?
That can also, it's worn by, obviously, the clergy, but it can also be worn academically, for academic dress, the way we might wear a graduation hat.
Oh.
That's right.
No tassel?
occasionally the Beretta is worn by advocates in law courts, for instance.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's not religious shit.
That's kind of. It's a multi-use hat.
Yeah, that's fringe religious.
We want just strictly fucking.
Yeah, man.
Religious hat. A Camaro.
You can wear a Camaro on your head.
Hey, Maria, it's a fucking Camaro.
Gonna have some fucked up discs.
Yeah,
it's like a Santa hat beanie.
That's the Santa hat thing. It's the Santa hat without the pom-pom on top.
Right.
It's red. It's got the white little fluffy stuff around the edge.
But when do you get to wear that?
That's traditionally worn by the Pope.
See?
Whoa!
We're talking about the first hat.
Lower, yeah.
We want
lower.
the first hat you're allowed to wear.
Going then.
You got the priest.
Oh, here's the Capello Romano.
Oh, I had some of that last night, Maron. My mother makes it. Melt in your mouth. The Capello Romano.
Forget about
it with the fucking artichoke hearts and much. Ooh.
That was the mother on One Day at a Time, wasn't it?
Oh, whoops. She's dead now, too.
Is she?
Yeah, Anne Romano just died.
We lost her
recently.
A couple weeks
What's
ago.
her real name?
Bonnie something.
Bonnie Franklin.
Bonnie Franklin died.
So whoop on the silk pillow.
I think it was last weekend while we were enjoying her weekends.
Yeah.
Capello Romano.
That's the red old lady hat that the Pope.
That's another Pope hat.
Oh, that's the cowboy hat.
Oh.
You don't,
there's a butt in there.
It doesn't. More than just popes can wear it. Generally, the red one.
Rodeo riders. It's a Pope. It's a fucking cowboy hat.
See, you could just be regular clergy.
Oh, that's the Father Guido Sarducci hat.
Yes.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah.
Let's rename that.
Father Guido Sarducci.
A cardinal, for instance, may have a capello with red and gold cords with scarlet lining. A bishop may have green and gold cords with violet lining. A priest may substitute the black lining for his.
Oh, so he's just got to wear the black one with the priest thing.
Black,
color-coded.
Almost cowboy hat.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's go. Are we going down?
Yeah.
The Galero.
She loves the taste of communion wafers, Father. She loves the taste of communion wafers.
Galero, made famous by Cardinal Jean Charlotte.
Oh.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
That's just, it looks very similar to the hat we just saw. But
It does.
The brim's a little wider, and there's little pom-poms that hang down.
Aw.
All right,
That's
sir.
fun.
All right.
Cute.
Let's see.
All
How
right.
many more we got?
Oh, this is the Pope hat, the mitre.
The meat tray.
Yes.
Meat
I mean,
tray.
I think John Paul
I like a
probably
good
made
meat
this.
tray.
That is the white Pope hat with the gold trim. Yeah, that the Pope wears.
Right.
All right.
Anyone else?
Bishops can wear it, too.
What?
Whoa.
Well, that is like when you see a bishop on a chessboard, he's wearing that hat. That's
The
what
mitre.
the pointy part of the bishop on a chessboard is that hat.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Check out the mantilla, which is for the ladies.
Why would a lady wear mantilla? Shouldn't it be like a fucking, like a...
Wait,
a man,
fuck.
woman?
No, it should be like a lady. Tell us something. When we come back, I'll have something. That's a fucking tough one.
My God. What's the mantilla? Is that some nun shit?
Well, yeah, it's like a big tall hat. You see these ladies, like, they dress up when they want to dress nice. They'll wear mantillas.
What is the Sister Betril habit called?
Very good question.
Remember that? The Sister Betril? She had the big...
Flying
like,
Nun.
Flying Nun.
Child of the 80s shit.
She had
Sam
like
Roberts.
wings, but they had winglets on the end, too, for stability or something.
Yeah, because you got to fly around and...
At the Convent Santanco.
Of course, the papal tiara is papal.
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 You say papal.
I say
papal. Let's call the whole thing off.
Don't forget deacons, too. Deacons are below priest.
Yeah, deacons are the bottom.
Deacons, priest,
And
bishops.
what about the zucchetto?
The zucchetto is the little
melt in your mouth.
Oh, that's the little beanie thing.
fake yarmulke deal.
Oh, that's the Catholic version of the yarmulke.
Right.
And it comes in white or red.
Do we see priests wearing that sometimes?
You can.
Maybe?
Sure.
No,
I've never really seen a priest wear this.
I've seen priests wear those.
The zucchetto?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Flying Nun hat real quick.
Do you know there's only 178 cardinals worldwide? I didn't realize it was that few.
Yes.
The Pope appoints them.
Yes.
The Pope gets to appoint the cardinals?
Yeah,
Yes.
those are guys above the Archbishop. Okay.
John Paul appointed Pope Francis there.
What's the
back in
difference between-
2001, if you need to know.
What's the difference between a bishop and an archbishop?
Archbishop probably leads the bishops. He's like the district manager. I think the bishops probably are these
He's
they're regional managers. The bishops probably, the archbishop's probably the regional managers. District manager, regional manager.
Oh. Oh, well, good way to put it.
He's a bishop that doesn't have flat feet.
Oh.
Yes. Where's the Flying Nun hat?
When you look that up, you kind of get a lot of Halloween costumes.
No.
No, this is a real deal. The Flying Nun hat.
It must be some Spanish sect.
Maybe, because it didn't make the
It's all about trying to make the nuns look as ugly as possible.
Well, Sister Patril had the big nun hat with the wings, but then she also, when she was just hanging around the convent, had that little flowy, like raggy thing that you knew she couldn't fly with, but kind of made her look a little more girlish.
Where you can imagine what her hair would look like if they were allowed to wear it down.
Yes, exactly. Who the hell approached her and said, look, we got this show. You're going to play a nun. Oh, that's cool. But you fly. You're a flying nun. And she was like, yeah. Instead of going, oh, I want to shoot my fucking agent.
Right.
She said, yeah.
But why would they start flying again? I forgot. Didn't something have to happen?
Well,
more than just wind.
Yeah, Bert punched her really hard off the building.
No, she was so petite and tiny.
Right.
And her habit was so big that she was able to fly.
Oh, she didn't have special powers?
She explained it how, you know, the drag lift coefficient and everything. She explained that in an episode. But it was ridiculous. But it was no special power. She could just fly.
Oh, that's dumb. I always thought she had a special power.
Opie, that would be silly.
Oh, I'm sorry. So why wouldn't they just remove the hat?
But she liked flying, and everyone knew she flew. This wasn't something she kept secret, like Superman. She was the Flying Nun.
Why did
everyone
they all
knew
get
she
fucking
flew.
hats?
Because she was, like, light. She was a little petite, little Sister Patril. She could fly.
What a dumb
Mother
show.
Superior was big and fat, and she couldn't fly.
God, you remember this shit.
Carlos was the guy that used to come around, and he was the Latin lover.
Which was a little edgy.
It was a little weird because, like, she's a nun.
She's a nun, and he's looking to fucking stick his penis in something.
Yeah.
That was a little strange. But why wouldn't they, if it was a windy day, just keep her inside?
They didn't care if she flew. And she liked flying.
After a while, you know...
It was handy. Like, they used her for things like, oh, Sister Patril, something's missing out there. We'll go find it. And she'd be like, she'd put her hand on her little habit and go, woo, and just start flying around.
What if she flew into some shit?
Yeah, she could deal with it.
Yeah, she wasn't allowed near LaGuardia or JFK.
Yeah.
Imagine your drone takes a picture of a nun flying by.
The Flying Nun.
With a book.
Sam, find us a clip from the Flying Nun.
Find
the best clip possible from
of her flying, of course.
This is part of our Pope Francis coverage, by the way.
Yes.
We're doing a terrific job here.
We take you into
talking about the
different
Flying
areas that the major networks aren't covering, like the Flying Nun.
I swear to you, until this moment, I thought she had some special powers, and that's why she flew.
No.
It was all about a dumb hat.
See, oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the promo.
How many years was this on?
Probably a week.
A very special season is coming on ABC.
This is the Convent San Tanco in Puerto Rico. The gusty trade winds that swirl around are something we sisters have learned to cope with. But to Sister Bertrille, our new novice from America, these lively breezes came as a bit of a shock. However, Sister Bertrille was as much of a shock to some of us. She was 90 pounds of young ideas.
90 pounds of young ideas.
She immediately set out to solve some of our problems.
What a dumb wardrobe.
She was pretty fucking cute back then, huh?
Until one day, she displayed the most remarkable talent of all. Good grief!
She's flying.
Then lift me up like this, you see. Now I can go down like this, and I go...
Yeah, that's a
Why
shitty
does that
clip.
fucking hat blow off?
It's a shitty clip. It's
Wouldn't you
like
think
crazy.
her hat would blow off? She'd need it fucking riveted to her head.
Of course. It's such a dumb concept.
Would she get strangled?
Aerodynamically, she just wouldn't fly.
No.
But the show did very well for ABC.
Oh, did it?
Is there a better clip?
Did.
Yeah, you picked a horrid clip,
You really
Sam
did,
Roberts.
Sam.
They showed her standing up.
The show's not that old.
All right, what's this one?
All right. 101, The Flying Nun, this is called.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Looks nice. Convent San Tanco.
And this is the Convent San Tanco.
San Tanco.
High on a cliff in Old San Juan, overlooking
Why don't
the
they get fat
Caribbean.
nuns for this place?
Whoever calls Chicago the Windy City just hadn't been to San Juan.
Wow, it's windy there.
This is the Reverend Mother Placido. Now you may be wondering why the wind doesn't blow in her office.
Because she's a cook?
The answer is very simple. The Reverend Mother just wouldn't allow it.
Oh, she's a she is.
Canned laughter.
One day, a few months ago, Sister Sisto and I were instructed to meet a young novice who was arriving that day by steamer from New York to teach kindergarten.
By steamer?
Steamer.
Thingamajig, a real belt. Thingamajig, a real belt, sister. And I did.
This is the whole episode. We can't watch
Listen to the
Flying
laughs.
Nun.
But the laughs that are coming in for no reason.
Terrible. Yeah, listen.
Your dictionary of American slang again, sister.
When I go teach in USA, I really know my way around. I got it made.
That doesn't make any sense.
Who laughs at that?
Who laughs?
I'm afraid not. Hold on to your cornet, Sister Sisto. We're going to have to walk.
It's a cornet?
Yeah.
It's called a cornet. Dun, 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 dun,
No, your coronet is your asshole. Hold on to your asshole, sister.
We didn't reach the dock in time for Sister Berthrill's...
We can't do this. It's
a wonderful show.
It's very windy, and she flies, and it's a cornet.
And it's a 45-minute clip.
Yeah.
So the show used to be an hour?
Was it? Maybe this is the pilot. Pilot.
Yeah, whatever. So.
Is that Carlos?
That is Carlos.
Yeah. Whoa, what is she doing? Why is she looking all... that's fake.
Carlos and one of his ladies.
Oh, that looked like Marlo Thomas.
He's, it's going to be tough to, bang one of the nuns, so he's got to...
It really was.
He's got to get rid of some
Carlos
of that
would,
fucking poison.
Some of the fucking
some of the
Latin
easy
poison.
In between trying to, bang a nun.
Yeah.
Knocking back a few with the easy ones.
Carlos was like a party guy, was he? And he was a little shady or something, but he was always helping the convent Santango.
I don't remember any of this.
He was an addict.
I remember she flew around, and I thought it was some dumb fucking magical powers that they didn't really want to, talk about.
No powers.
No powers whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Flying Nun. I mean, I know who she is, but I've never watched this fucking show.
Not missing anything. That's for sure.
83 episodes aired. It was 3 seasons.
Yep. Child of the 80s. What years?
I'm going to guess late 60s. Hold on.
You might.
67 to 70.
67. 1967.
They did a lot of reruns, Sam, when we were growing up.
Star Trek, the original series, was still in production.
Yeah.
They did a lot of fucking reruns.
Talking about Nick at Night?
Yep. We had a lot of channels growing up, and they threw some of this shit on those other channels.
Reruns were all I watched as a kid. That was it. All these bad shows from the 60s.
When you were a kid, you were like Michael J. Fox when you go, what's a rerun?
It's a rerun.
Because she was in Gidget first.
Yes,
and,
midget, Gidget.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what they called her.
It was canceled, and she got offered The Flying Nun. She refused it at first. She didn't want to do it.
She did.
And then her stepfather said she might not work again in show business if she didn't accept it, so it scared her into accepting it. And as a result, the people who were making this, they were called Screen Gems, they fired their second choice, who had already started shooting the pilot. So it said Sally recalled hanging from a crane and being humiliated by a parade of episodic TV directors. One of whom actually grabbed her shoulders and moved her into position as if she were a prop.
Oh, shit. I'm sure the special effects department for the Flying Nun wasn't like it is now with like the fly wires that they put people in, the harnesses. It was probably, just a crane with a fucking thing strapped on her.
They just lifted her up a little bit, threw her around a bit, swung her around.
In front of a moving screen, in front of a screen with a movie playing on it.
Wow. She was pregnant during the second season.
Ew.
So they had to, I wish we could find something from the second season. She had the nun an abortion. No, they...
She went to Carlos with his hanger.
Yeah, and they tied in the bad lieutenant with it. No, they had to block her with props.
Wow.
In season 2, it was a logistical nightmare because she was supposed to be religious. Celibate. The producers solved the problem by using props and scenery to block view of Fields' body below her chest. And long shots of her stunt double for the flying sequence. God almighty, the whole second season they just shoot around her being knocked up.
No, we might have to look at a few episodes later.
Yeah, I think we should just watch the whole series.
There she is, Harry Ackerman, executive producer. There she was flying right there.
That looked like she was above Puerto Rico.
Yeah, just like it. Mm-hmm. There she is with that little thing, that rag on her head. That makes her look
very
a lot softer, sexier.
Definitely sexy.
How did they shoot around her being pregnant?
Is she pregnant right there?
I don't know. I'm trying to see. Is that season 2?
I mean, the first trimester, they barely show. You know, and then she's got the robes and stuff. You could hide some shit.
Pregnant nun. She's holding her hands in a basket in front of her stomach. And
right, so that could be all this.
You think this is what they're doing?
I
Using props?
So.
All right, a little.
Yeah, she looks a little.
Her tits look full. She's holding. She's like constantly holding a basket in front of her.
Do her tits look achy?
Are they engorged
with nourishment?
Shit.
Does she have that breast ache? Because they're filling up with milk.
Who's the Pete Best of fucking the Flying Nun that got replaced?
Ronnie something her name was?
Spector?
Ronnie Spector. Wow. Really?
I want to see that movie, fucking with Helen Mirren and Pacino.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you her name in a second. It was...
Well, hurry up, because we got to eat.
Yeah, what happened to her? Did she
Ronnie
go on?
Troop.
Did she go? How is Troop spelt?
T-R-O-U-P.
Look up Ronnie Troop.
I'm looking at her career right now.
And see what she has done.
Oh, boy. She started as an extra in '64. She appeared in some My Three Sons, classroom scenes, uncredited extra in Gidget.
Oh.
And she made a film debut as part of an all-girl ensemble in The Trouble with Angels.
Oh, yes.
She's prominent in the graduation scene.
Oh, boy.
I believe.
She was in perhaps an episode of Adam 12.
Really?
She was, yeah.
Her big break? When she was 22, she was cast as Sister Betrayal.
Oh, what happened?
It said that something along the line that Sally Field creatively kicked her in the cunt, and she then went on to do Danger Island and oh boy.
Let me see a picture of her.
Family Affair, 1970.
Family Affair.
Oh, really?
She's on Emergency, Marcus Welby, SWAT, Adam 12, all those 70s
all the shows
dramas.
That everybody was on.
She got around after that.
Wait. I think I recognize this
recognize this broad, too.
Yeah.
She was in just a bunch of things.
Yeah, she's kind of a cute little 70s looking bitch there.
Right.
Yeah. What happened? Dead?
No.
Oh.
It said in 2010 she appeared with her My Three Sons co-stars at the 50th anniversary celebration in Beverly Hills. And Stanley Livingston, who played her husband Chip Douglas on this series, had not seen her since 1977.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, she was the really cute one that was married to one of the My Three Sons guys.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
That's her. Go right there. No, down. Down, one more row.
Oh, boy.
2 over.
2 over.
No, over. Up.
Up.
Up one, right there.
Click that.
You'll remember her.
Oh, yeah. I definitely remember her. She's
Dude, she was on Cold Case. She was on like a guest starring in The West Wing. Like that fucking wrecked her career.
Her career's done.
That wrecked her career.
Poor woman.
I bet she hates Sally Field. Every time she read the Inquirer that Burt was fucking tuning her up, she was probably happy.
Oh, yeah. Sally Field goes on to win Oscars and fucking,
do Lincoln.
Huge movies.
Yeah, Lincoln. I tried, man. That movie's fucking slow.
Dude,
Are you kidding me?
Isn't it?
Are you kidding me? I don't have time for that.
Sally Field's nominated for an Oscar, and she's playing rape victim number 6 in Cold Case. Now, your face is not going to be in this one. You're going to have your head in a toilet and a hammer claw on the back of your head.